Good Saturday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to be a little bit quieter, even though there's some campers probably 150 yards from where I am. But the human voice carries like crazy in a desert like where I am now, and it's really pleasant to be sitting here at my dining table in my Class C motorhome. Windows all the way open, the big window here. The desert's here, the mountains right there, beautiful view, and you can hear the desert birds and smell that fresh desert mountain air because we had a nice rain yesterday. I'm telling you, man, it's I slept like a baby last night. And the temperature right now is about 68 to 70 degrees, right in that range. And it's quite pleasant, actually. And in Capitan, I understand it's about 58. So it's a big difference in the morning temperature. The high today here will be about 90 and be about 80 so or in Capitan. But we're moving right along. I am on the road again, and it feels good. I slept good last night. It's really quiet here. Of course, there's nobody in the park. And even when there is, this is one of those parks that most of the people that come here are, they've got camping couth, you know what I mean? And yeah, even when it's crowded, I've never noticed any noise at all here. This is Oliver Lee State Park near Alamogordo. Anyway, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow, right now. And it's getting to be the end of July. So if there's anything that you wanted to do in July, I suggest you get busy doing it. And anyway, what else? As you know, I've been living in an RV a long time. This is a Class C motorhome. And never worry about what you cannot change. And with that in mind, hey, Google, tell us a joke.
I once stayed up all night trying to figure out where the sun went. Then it dawned on me.
I hear you. We could do without that, huh? But anyway, this is the positive energy button. We'll give it a shot.
The world has a need for you. You are unique.
I know that. So do you. But having said that, moving right along to comments. Oh, for the noon video today, I'll show you a desert storm, as in a rainstorm across the desert here yesterday. It's really pretty because on one you look one direction and it's just blue sky and clouds, and then right one another way you can see clearly all the thunder or the clouds and the rain and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I did that. I'll post that at noon. Just a softball video for you to enjoy on the weekend. This is Pamela Bell. It says the Little Rascals was in Greenpoint, a made-up city in Southern California. Well, that's not the Little Rascals I did, but thank you for your comment, Pamela. This is Rebecca Sears on the Tiny Home Depot. You're not going to believe this, guys, but listen to this. Not particle board, it's OSB, which is what's commonly used for house sheathing. I'll be dog. First comment about that. The steaming bean. Between the story of those French postcards and the drive-in is like scenes from a movie. Ever see that 1971 movie, The Last Picture Show? Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, but I saw The Last Picture Show in 1960, I guess. Anyway, Jerry Stalvey, street education is best way to learn. I guess it's the way most people learn. Scotty Thompson's got three here. Cool video talk, cool comment call, and cool video talk. Thank you, Scotty Thompson, the masked bowler from Wisconsin. It's on Beer 30. Spiderhead. Things were much better back then, my opinion only. Have fun, Rusty. It seems like they were, and the reason it does is because we were young then. We're not young now. And life is, from that perspective, youth, life is beautiful. There's all kind of exciting things, but as you grow older, you kind of get crusty and you forget to be excited about life. I try to hang on to a piece of it. Anyway, thank you, Spiderhead. This is Lulu59. Oh, Rusty, hello. Okay, thank you, Lulu. I guess that's a left-handed something. Uh, she also says it was a different time, right? Yeah, certainly. 1955 to 58 and that 57 and that range was, well, it was a long time ago. Tom Wilson, that brings back a lot of memories for sure. Yeah, it did for me too. I mean, thinking about climbing up on that old building and going to that old clubhouse. Yeah. Yeah, and then right across the street from that building was the old Rialto Theater, and yeah, a lot of memories there too. Anyway, RL, does this house meet all weather emergency safety? RL, I have no clue. He's talking about the tiny Home Depot. Does any house meet all weather emergency safety? Is a good question. Keith Bronson, thanks Biden for bringing down the gas price. Guys, I'm telling you, right here in Alamogordo, New Mexico, it's 330. It's 338 to 339 a gallon. That's amazing for regular unleaded. That's $1.10 cheaper per gallon than Capitan, New Mexico, and $1.10 cheaper than Ruidoso too. Actually, it's a dollar. Yeah, that's right. That's $1.10 cheaper than Ruidoso, and it's 60 cents cheaper than Carrizozo, New Mexico. FNLN XXX times 10. Thanks for the memories, Rusty. You're quite welcome. This is Sherry Hooker. Looking forward to Beer 30 and a great weekend. Well, we did that last night, Sherry. I hope you enjoy it. C Stone, wow, our gas is $4.59. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's amazing. I can't believe it's that inexpensive here. I mean, I'm hoping it stays that way for a few days so that when I leave here, I'll top off my motorhome. I didn't top it off because I basically had nearly a full tank when I arrived here. The Edel Campers, great memory. Thank you for sharing. Fred wants to know if you have any extra cards. Happy Friday, Mary and Fred. Way to go, Fred. RV Living with the Geezer. I think Oliver Lee has the best views of any New Mexico state parks. Enjoy, my friend. Yeah, Oliver Lee and Valley of Fires, of course, that's a BLM. They have pretty nice views. Ken PA. Cool video. How many little Rusties are running around that you don't know about? Probably none. No, I wasn't a real cowboy. You know what I mean? Susan Moorfield. In my house, growing up, sex was a no-no until we got married. I thought, what is sex? But my hormones were strong, and we had sex education. But I thought, what is it all about? Well, we're all curious about it because that's what every species on this planet has two major motivations: sex and food. In which order? It depends. But everything out there is trying to reproduce to keep the species alive, and they do it instinctively. And I'm curious as to how that's going to work with artificial intelligence and these learning algorithms. They won't mate. Will they reproduce? Or will it just be the one single in the cloud learning algorithm running everything forever? We'll see. D. Anderson, what a great comment call. Thank you. Claudine Chinetti, I'm saying nothing. That was on Beer 30. You not going to say anything? Outcast 1. It's a funny thing about that three-letter word, sex. People don't know how to act. You know what I mean? But on the Hawaiian Islands, the Sandwich Islands, and all those little islands out there in the way back 1,000 years ago probably. But the girls used to practice sex so they would be good at it when they married their husbands. Of course, their husbands were practicing too on all the little girls, so everything worked out pretty good. Outcast 1, it says, on the road with ice cold soda water. Yes, soda water. You got it, babe. I was. That was yesterday, and yesterday's gone. Sam Buchanan, what my brothers did to a boy from California, they should have been spanked good. Who knows? Thank you, Sam. Pamela Sue Chandler Lindquist, $3.39 a gallon. Wow, Ruidoso, New Mexico. No, this is in Alamogordo. Gads, I lived in town but walked to Thrifty grocery store on Saturdays with my second grade teacher, godmother, Patty Sue in Maryland. Thank you, Patty Sue in Maryland. This is on Beer 30, Mary Cooper. My goodness, so you so enjoyed your sharing your childhood stories, made me smile, and remembering my teen dating at the drive-in. Look forward to your next video. Yeah. Thank you, Mary Cooper. Are you any kin to the Cooper that robbed the banks? Sam Buchanan, did your voice go to Mars without you? Sometimes it does. Where does your voice go, Sam? Sammy 77. Whoop, whoop. That's what he says. on Beer 30. Thank you, Sammy. This is Truth Warrior. Oh, God, here's another one of these scams, man. Let's see what happened. Well, let's see what he said. I'm 56, and my wife and I earn $15,000 biweekly returns from our digital assets portfolio, but we are very worried about the future because of gas prices, etc. Blah, blah, blah. We get by, can't get ahead. If you can't get ahead on $30,000 a month, you got a problem. Anyway, whenever somebody says they're making 15,000 biweekly returns on our digital assets, guys, be careful with that. That's all I can tell you. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. I ought to eliminate the comment because everybody falls for it. See, my advisor is Dr. McDonald. A lot of it, I am going to delete it because I don't want you guys to be misled by any of these sidewalk investors that are scamming you, okay? And so that's the way that goes. Goodbye, Truth Warrior. And Matilda thanks you because she'll have ham and eggs this morning with hash browns and a little glass of orange juice. And thank you very much, Truth Warrior. It's a funny thing. So you give yourself the name Truth Warrior, and you're probably telling anything but the truth. Now, I'm not saying you're lying, but I'm saying that you're probably taking some liberties with the truth. If you're telling me you're making $15,000 every 2 weeks, that's $30,000 a month. Jeez, I'm sure everybody can do that. Tommy Rants, here's the Vic. Yeah, no kidding. Here's the Vic for sure. Lori Van Huser. Rusty, I think you are the original Little Rascal. No, not Hardy, man. I didn't have a gang. It was just me, Sam Buchanan, the Little Rascals were made like Greenpoint in Los Angeles. I don't know about that Greenpoint Little Rascal stuff. Thank you, Sam. He's got another one here. It says, Rusty, I just played the theme song from MASH. Yeah, I can get it to play, but I have to use my laptop. I can't get it on a Google Home device. Let's see it. But no, I better not try it because she might do it, and then this video wouldn't be monetized. Alvin Masso, awesome video. Keep doing you, Rusty. Cheers to all. Thank you. Troglodyte, Goat Man. If you are at least 70 years old, you have seen more change in those 70 years than anyone that's ever lived. I agree with that, but here's the one-eared goat to give you a stinking goat kiss on a Saturday morning here. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you, Troglodyte. Stroker Ace, very funny story, brings back some old memories. Yeah, it brought back a lot of old memories for me too. But I lived in the country 3 miles out of town, and like I said in the video, it might as well have been 3,000 miles because the difference in the kids from the country as opposed to the guys that grew up in town was light years, man. I mean, it was a totally different culture in town. They were used to being around people, and they knew how to dance, and they knew how to do a lot of things that people in the country had to learn later on, really. And as far as friendships, I knew some people, let's say that. Texas Lady, cheers from one of Rusty's Rangerettes. Thank you. They have a football team in Burnett, Texas called the Burnett Bulldogs. And a female dog is a bitch, okay? And but they don't call the cheerleaders the Burnett bitches. You understand? They call them the Bulldogettes or something, you know what I mean? Anyway, enough said. Moose Knuckle, yes, gives a whole new meaning to oui, monsieur. Camping is your love, Rusty, and your enthusiasm shows that love. And no, it's fine. It's so nice to be here, even though it'll be a little warm today. Not too bad, but it's so nice, man. You look out here, you see all these cactus. Of course, you got the creosote plants and stuff, but it's just so pleasant, man. It's variety. That's what it is. If I was in Capitan right now, it'd be the same view I had the day before, and this will be that way for a few days, and then I'll be moving on to something else. And how long that'll continue, I don't know. Al Fur, thumbs up. Hellcat Granny, on the road again. Rusty is rolling down the road of living life his way. Safe travels. Yeah, I think you are too, girl. You're doing life your way. She races cars, Hellcat, Dodge Hellcats. And so check her channel out, Hellcat Granny. Levi Brewery, drink up, everybody. It's Beer 30. I think they did. Thank you, Levi. Enjoy your day. Your girlfriend will be there pretty soon. Anyway, Gabriel's Holistic Care. I survived my drive-ins. I was always parked in the back row doing my homework. Yeah, I hear you. I think everybody was. That was crazy. Those were such stupid. Never mind. But it was the mating instinct. It was the mating game, you know. And you ever watch birds and certain birds they fly up in the air and all that stuff. and and is it the moose or the elk? They bugle. They make that noise. They're trying to attract a mate. It's all about mating, man. Anyway, Colleen Ballard Silberman. Wally Cleaver dead at 77. Last episode in 1963. What do you think of that? I was born in 1963. What do I think? Dead is dead. That's what I think. Philip Vaught, Tripolo V-neck. They are awesome and a fashion statement also. I wouldn't buy a polo shirt because it's got polo on it. This thing here came from a boat shop, and I didn't like it because of this label. but polo shirts are expensive, man. These shirts right here. I got 3 of them. They were on sale. You get 3, and they were like $12 a piece. So I got 3 of them. But they got a UV rating and all that stuff, But yeah, they're good for going boating. But I use them for walking here in the desert. Gabriel's Holistic Care says, cheers, Rusty Rangers. Thanks, old Vic. Yeah, my sex education teacher with the little cards. This is NB. Rusty, please take care. There's a lot of water coming your way. Good night. Have a safe and nice weekend. Yeah, there was a lot of water here. We had a good rain. I bet we had over 1 inch of rain, and that's a lot here. I mean, they only get... Hey, Google, what's the annual rainfall in Alamogordo, New Mexico?
I found a table on the website US Climate Data that probably has your answer.
13.2 inches. That's not much. S. Lee, good old Vic. You got it, babe. Shift into high, you rock. Jane Delaney, a city full of you would not be a bad thing. Enjoy your weekend. It would be awful boring. I mean, shift into high, thumbs up to you. Yeah, we'll do about 3 or 4 more here and we'll shut it down. Anyway, Zionet Cleek, great update. This is on Beer 30. Love the conversation. Well, I'm glad you do, Zionet Cleek. And Mitt, why did gasoline go up to nearly $6 and now coming down to around $3.50 to $4? Seems like a manipulation of the public by the mysterious powers. No, it's just corporate greed, man. There's no game in that. Capitalism has always been questioned as to whether or not it can survive. And there's other forms of government around the world that are not any better, for sure. But you can't. Making more and more profit. But what you have to, as corporations make more and more profit, then the government artificially moves up the number of dollars that you have, either by giving it to you or some other program, and so it just moves in tandem. You're no better off now or worse off than you were 50 years ago. That's the way it is. Ray Sprague, $5.20 here in Nevada. Looks like it's another election year game. I am jealous. Party on, everyone. Yeah, that's 5. That's a lot. We'll do 2 more here and we'll shut her down. This is Rick and Pie's Retirement Adventures. That radio in Thor is a modification. It won't be covered by your GM warranty. It might be longer to get an appointment from your RV dealer. Thank you, Rick. Shift into high. Hey, man. SE. It was all cartoons. Most disappointed. I guess he meant sex education. But anyway, guys, from Oliver Lee State Park in New Mexico, near Alamogordo, on a cool morning. Right now it shows to be inside with the windows open. It's 70 degrees exactly, which is quite comfortable. And if you could smell this fresh air, this fresh desert air this morning, yeah, you'd know what camping and RVing is all about. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Some of you are, some of you have, and I appreciate it. It doesn't cost you a penny. It's just if you're going to buy something from Amazon and you use the link, that's good. If you don't, it doesn't bother me 5 cents. It's your choice. And then what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it, and I know it, is eat less. Get a smaller plate. You know what I mean? And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes, it is. You know, and all these things I'm telling you about are free. You don't have to go to the doctor for these, and they all work. And then what else? Stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negativity in. This is your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So common sense says, add good ingredients. Problem solved, right? Yeah, almost. But it's hard to keep the negativity out. And one of the sources of most of the negativity is the news. Now, it's your choice whether you want to watch it or not. My recommendation is don't watch it at all. Read it. You can read the news on Google. Takes all the emotion out. But anyway, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on. Adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios. Aloha until the noon video, which will be Desert Storm this way. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye. Enjoy your weekend.